Yes, our boy Uncle Major.
Peace, peace.
Uncle Major, tell us a little bit about yourself.
What's going on, everybody? It's Uncle Major, repping North Carolina, chilling, man. I'm entertainer, filmmaker, promoter, music mogul in training.
Okay.
I wear a lot of hats, you know.
Okay, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what actually made you know that you wanted to get started in this career?
Entertainment or film?
Film. Well, both. You can kind of tell us a little bit
Well,
about both.
my music background is I started out in music. My mother was a DJ, and my grandmother was an opera singer. So I've always been around music.
That's interesting.
Yeah, my grandmother spent 40 years in the New York Grand Opera on Carnegie Hall.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so like I've always kind of had a music background. You know, you would think you would think that shoot.
Am I choking you?
You look now, you good, you good.
Okay,
No,
I'm
do
gonna
your
put
thing,
this
do your
out a
thing.
little bit. I might be
Yeah.
choking you.
No, I don't smoke, but I let people. But you good. I'm peace. But now my pops, he played ball. So, you know, my size, everybody thought I was gonna play ball, but like I was more prone to music. I love ball. It just wasn't in the cards.
So, okay, you were speaking on music, but what about film? Like,
But music was my transition into film.
okay.
So like I had always been a fan of film growing up. Like I was on my first film set at 13.
Okay.
So I've always watched how film sets work. But once I started doing music, film was kind of my second outlet. You know, like I wanted to be seen on camera, so I started popping up on shows like Dawson's Creek, doing little shorts, trying to find any little thing I could get my face seen on. But the more I delved into film, I realized that's where I want to be at. You know, like I've always been good at music, but film was just kind of just gravitating. I started gravitating more to film, and it was just like this is what I want to do. And at first I wanted to be in front of the camera, you know, but I realized my skill set is better behind the camera. You know, so I started watching more how films work. You know, so you know, ever since I was on a film set at 13, I've always, you know, it's hard for me to watch a movie like a fan watches a movie. You know, when I watch a film, I'm like, dang, you know, that's the product placement right there, or man, look at the extras in the background doing such and such, or dang, man, the blocking on this film is great. Look at the lighting, and I'm always looking at how they put this thing together. And I've always been infatuated with that process. And the older I got, the more I delved into it. Now, North Carolina has a lot of film. There's a lot of film communities, and it's growing. But at one time, it was a lot of like, it's real click. Film is real cliquish, and North Carolina is real good old boyish. So you know, like the direction I was trying to go in this area, you don't really see a lot. You know, like me. You know, so like trying to get like PA gigs and things like that, it was tougher. You know, like y'all, you see like, you know, you see other people getting these gigs, and you getting passed over, but everybody's so-called cool with you, and you start to see what it is for what it is. So then I just got to the point I was like, man, I'm by my own camera, man. You know, because by then, you know, everything was digital, and everybody started doing their own independent thing, and I said, man, forget it, man. I'm gonna figure this thing out on my own.
so do you also write your own script?
Yes, do I? Yeah, but have I shot anything that I've written? No, not yet. But I do got a comedy I'm working on that, you know, coming soon, end of this year, early next year. So
Let's talk a little bit more about your future projects.
okay, I just wrapped up a film called Father Knows Best.
When can we look forward to seeing it?
End of this year, early next year, it'll be on Tubi and possibly Peacock. It's my directorial debut on my full feature-length film. I'm pretty excited. It's got Gravy in it. Shout out to Gravy, Jamal Willard. Yeah, man.
Man, make sure y'all support this man, straight out of North Carolina.
Yeah, Father Knows Best, man. Shout out to Erlina and Marquand for giving me the opportunity. Marquand Ragland is the owner of BR Films. That's my film mentor and like my big brother.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been a decade easy. You know what I mean?
You know, much success to your up-and-coming projects.
Right.
We look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Definitely make sure we support that.
Yeah,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? Is there anything else you want to chop it up about that we can look forward to?
I mean, I actually started a new project. I leave out of town on the 1st. I got a new project for a series called Product of My Environment.
Okay.
And I'm really looking forward to that. It's starring Felly Sleeves, who was on what's the 60 Days Lockup, where you going to jail for 60 days. He was on that. Miguel Nunez, who played Joanna Man.
Okay.
Yeah, T-Top.
Okay.
We got battle rapper T-Top from URL. He's in that. So I'll be working on that project out of town for the next 2 weeks. So I'm excited about that. I got a short film coming up with my brother Lee Hustle. Shout out to Lee Hustle, Pure Pain Media.
Shout out to Lee Hustle.
Yeah, he was just here not too long ago. Yeah, man. So I got a project coming up with him, a short film. So those are the two main things I'm focused on right now.
Okay.
So product of my environment and my Lee
Well,
Hustle
the names
project.
are pretty catchy. So
Yeah.
I'm ready already.
Yep.
What I got to do to be in the movie, man?
Man, look, I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy to make the decisions.
Hey, look, don't y'all agree they need a stud role? They need a stud role. For real. I think I'd be the best character for that. They definitely need a stud role. So y'all make sure y'all get on their
Man, y'all gotta holler at Hustle, man. Hustle about to start putting out these shorts.
Well, Hustle,
All right.
you know, you gotta let the you'll probably have to need a cabbage roll now.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Hustle, man. I'm proud of my brother, man. He's doing a lot of good stuff. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's your marital status?
My marital status?
Yes.
Oh, I'm single.
You're single.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you shouldn't have no worries about toxic conversations, right?
No, yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, I'm single, so
All right,
He sounded kind of nervous right there, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know if you're ready. Y'all think you're ready? Okay.
Yeah, it's my, I'm new to toxic conversation, so we want to see how toxic this thing get.
I might have to go back in the day. Yo. Hold on.
Well, what's your toxic trait? Can you tell, I guess, that?
That's a good ass question.
Mm-hmm.
As warm as I am, I could be just as cold. Like I could walk away with something and don't, like I'm a Cancer, but I'm not sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't, if I gotta walk away from something, like be a friendship, business, relationship, I'm out.
I mean, but
like,
not without giving it a try, though.
Oh no, I mean no, I mean I'll give it a try. I'm just saying like when I'm out, I'm out. There is no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did that one time in my life and I regretted it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like other than that, yeah, I don't life too short. Life too short to dwell on what ifs and what could and
Right about that part.
Yeah. So but yeah, that'd probably be my big I'll shut down or I'll ship out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say that's probably my
Yeah,
I don't know if you can call that toxic though.
Yeah, we
You
got
know what I'm saying? You
to
call that more of like
shut down is
that's
toxic.
more of like you ain't with the bullshit. Like you
Well, no,
ain't
like
gotta
I'll
let
shut
it
down.
get-
Like I don't even want to
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it is. Like when it get too much, I just back away from some shit. Like I just
Yeah.
whatever you think it is, it is. I ain't even going.
Like it is what it is.
Right.
And I don't want to argue nothing. I ain't got the energy no more.
Nah, I don't.
It is what it is type shit.
Yeah, that's usually what I'm on.
So I got a toxic question for you, yo.
Here you go.
If you was married, you either hold on, how we say this shit? You either cheat on your wife or snitch on your homie.
God damn. What? Hold on.
You gotta be one or the other.
Hold on.
If it was one of the two, like right there against each other.
Cheat on my wife
Cheat on your wife.
or snitch
snitch
on my
your
homie.
You had to pick one.
Shit. Damn, boy. And she cheated on me once? Like, is this some get back cheat?
Nah,
just cheating.
It's just cheating. Like you had a choice. Like you got
Cheat
your
on
homie
my
right here.
wife or snitch on my homie.
Yeah.
What kind of snitching we talking? Like drug snitching?
Like he going to jail for about 10.
Oh no, I can't do that.
So
you
go
gonna
ahead
cheat?
and you gonna get them.
If I had to choose, man, God damn. Well, I ain't married, so like
I'm saying if you was married though.
if I was married, man, better than ask for permission than forgiveness. I can't let my homie do 10 for me, man. I can't,
Yeah, no.
I mean, I
'Cause
just feel like
look,
shit. She ain't got to know it. The
Hey,
question
look,
don't say
well,
what
well
she
no, the
gotta
thing
know.
is, I believe I can fix. I ain't never been in a situation like
Yeah.
that, but I believe I can fix a cheating situation. But like, look, man,
Yeah.
it was about to lock. Like, if it's hustle, I'll be like, look, man, it was about to lock hustle up for 10. I ain't gonna let the hustle tip for 10. So,
Yeah.
so baby girl over here had to catch this,
Yeah.
So she was like, what, you had to fuck the DA?
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah. I that sound bad. Damn, boy, y'all shot a 50 cal off the rip. Shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't let my homie go down. Not for 10. Not for a 10 piece.
What about a year?
Oh, damn, he cold blooded. I should have said 10. He came back.
It just depends on how close we are. Like,
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
on what it
if it's one of my right hands and one of my, you know.
Yeah.
And I guess
So you gonna snitch on him?
no, I'm not gonna snitch
No,
on him.
that's the question though.
No,
It's a snitch on your homie.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I said it'd be my wife would have to catch the.
I'm saying, but if you snitch on him, he's gonna get me. Yeah, would you snitch on him? Or you gonna cheat on your wife?
My wife.
Hey,
look, man. Hey, look. I'm gonna tell you, look. Hey, look. When you done sat on that cold bed and heard that door close. Hey, I'm telling you, like, look. When that motherfucking door closed and you can't get out that bitch, and I'm talking like, I'm you know. Like, yeah. I ain't did it that long. I ain't did it no long time like that. But when you sit down and that goddamn door closed and ain't nothing you can do about it, that shit hit different.
Right. And you're right about that.
That shit hit super different.
I wouldn't want to put a nigga in that predicament.
Nah, man, that ain't. Yeah, especially snitching notes that we were in it together.
Right.
Yeah.
So like, nah, I stand on my own 10. Like if we in it together, we in it together. So
Exactly.
you know, I'm definitely not built like that. Like if we,
Right.
I've never been that type of. I don't even function like that. I mean, granted, I don't function on cheating either. Like they ain't a girl I ever dated that I can say I cheated on her. I cheated
Man,
back.
get this man off the show, man.
Hey, look, I cheated back once. I cheated back one time, and that's. Nah, man, I don't know, man. I try to be
Ain't
a good
nothing wrong with it though.
I try to be a good ass nigga, man. Like I've been through a lot of shit, so like I try to like put as much good as you.
When we get a certain age, there ain't nothing wrong with being a good nigga.
But shit, you know who
You know what
hey,
I'm
look,
saying?
y'all know my brother
But
King toxic though. Hey look, y'all know my brother hustle, man. Hey look, so I get all my toxic, my toxic humor.
Man, he ain't even toxic no more, man.
Nah, he ain't.
That's about as close as I can get, man. That's my bro. But yeah, man, that's boy. You fired off the rip with that.
Got to.
Hey, y'all should have watched more episodes first.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah,
All right.
man.
Well, let me ask you this: a private or public relationship, and why?
Oh, public.
Public.
Yeah, I'm outside. Yeah, we together. I'm outside with it. Yeah, I'm not the.
You don't feel like a public relationship bring everybody else into your relationship?
Not if you do it right. I don't mean like every, it. Public, yeah. Overall, I'm public.
A social media relationship. Like both y'all on social media. That make a big difference right there.
It do. It does.
Okay.
It does. But it also, like really in a situation like that, it also depends on who you dating to.
Yeah, it do.
Because if she a social media head, then it's gonna be tough to be, but so private. Like I mean, don't get me wrong. For everything I say public, I'm really like when it comes to like my, my real, like when it comes to my real life, it's super private. But like I do, I'm public with things enough to be public.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I post me and my kids. I know a lot of people. Like, I love my kids. Like my social media is more of a brand situation.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't, like. So the stuff that I post on my social media is more major than Mike, which is my real name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you might get a glimpse of Mike every now and then, but like my brand, like if I wanted you to have Mike, my social media would say Mike.
Nah,
Right.
when he first said something about you coming on the show, he was like, Big Mike. I'm like, who the fuck is Big Mike?
Yeah. Yeah, that nigga go back to the 90s, man. Look. Yeah, that nigga go back to the 90s. Yeah, man. Shout out to Dill,
I
man.
mean, I ain't call that man no fucking Big Mike, man.
Yeah, man. Look, it be funny as hell. Niggas come to the like I work like anytime I work somewhere or something, they be like, yo, man, I'm looking for Mike. They be like, who the fuck is Mike?
Yeah.
I'm like, stop telling niggas my name.
Well, I don't know. I just got different opinions on that subject.
What, on public and private?
Yeah.
One thing
Well,
I
I
understand.
feel like it should be if you together, you know. I feel like flaunt that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the minute somebody start using social media as far as being toxic, like
Oh, no, that's
a
different.
big old, you know what I'm saying? This shit start to turn because you got everybody already on social media looking for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, now.
So then when you do kick your
The wolves on social media.
yeah,
Yeah.
you ain't goddamn doing that shit no more, man. They bring the motherfucking hounds in.
Right. Now the good thing for the most part, with the exception of like my last situation, most of my situations social media wise, they don't really post as much. So I kind of respectfully can control the narrative. You know what I mean? So like I can control the tempo on how public or private I want it. And usually my partner is cool with how I post it because I post it in a light where I ain't got them or me looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I have been in a situation where sometimes they get a little too subliminal and subconscious, and you know that is when it get toxic.
Yeah.
You start getting
I
the
just
phone
feel like
calls.
with me, I feel like social media, real life is real life.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
I agree.
Like I talk shit on social media.
I mean,
I
I
always, even when I was in a
different now
relationship,
than
I still did
months
it.
ago. Months ago, I felt like, hey, you know, we need to be friends on social media or be able to do this, do that with each other. Like basically because I feel like that's you know, letting people already know don't come at me a certain type of way, or you know, I'm happy where I'm at. I don't mind posting happy shit, but then it's like once you let that toxic shit out to the public, you don't even want that shit no more. Like,
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Now I had a situation get put out there, and I looked crazy once.
Yeah, that makes you look crazy.
Now I had that happen one time, and after that I had to control. Like you know,
now I don't
me.
even want my personal business on social media. Period.
Yeah, like me and my lady at the time was like, you know, we was going through some shit. She was standing, you know, and I was like, fuck it, man. Like I was, you know, doing my thing or whatever, and I was like, man. I made a post like, y'all want my family back. Da da da, boom, boom, boom. Kind of like an all call to like, yo, if I've been fucking with you, like, it's a done deal. You know what I mean? And she all, I mean, and it's one of them 200 like, 150 comment. Yeah, I'm glad y'all getting back. She all in the comments like, da 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 da. You know.
Out of 200 comments, she 100 of them.
You're right. Bro, like 3 weeks later, she was already rocking with, she was like, we was long distance. So it was like, I wasn't tripping like, yo, I'm 12 hours away, da da da. So 3 weeks later, she ended up, you know, we already made the decision, you know, that it wasn't going to happen. But we made that behind closed doors. She changed her relationship status.
That do it.
And she to being with the new nigga.
Your relationship status on me is over.
So like I ain't really hip to all that shit. So like I'm like, yo, when I say my inbox and my phone, I'm like, what the fuck is y'all talking? Because I guess she just wasn't in my algorithm, and it was just like, I'm like, and it's like, yo, who is such and such? I'm like, how y'all know? Like, up my ass. I'm like, how the fuck y'all know this nigga? They stayed away. I'm like, so then like I'm like, oh yeah. After that, I was like, yeah, I was like, because they had me looking crazy out here. And everything I had hollered at, you know what I mean? They're like, nah, you wanted your family back. Now you look dumb, stupid. You know they
always come
now
back.
look, you know now I look crazy because I was like trying to get my family back and the shit ricocheted.
Right.
That shit was wild. But after that, I was like, yeah, I got to be cool on what I post.
Right.
Especially if it ain't no, I learned right then and there. If it ain't definite, if y'all ain't mutual with the understanding on both ends, don't put no shit out there.
The way I feel now, yo, in my next relationship, just go to fucking block me, yo.
Yeah.
For real. Either delete your shit or block me.
Right.
Hey, because look, it's our job to be toxic.
Right.
We got to be toxic. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want this shit to reflect my relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right.
I don't want to hear that shit.
You know, I guess it's one of the things.
I like a motherfucker on this show.
But you gotta hope.
Right now.
You gotta hope that you with a motherfucker that understand who you are when the camera ain't rolling.
Yeah.
And that's the, you know what I mean, when you log out and the lights is out, you know, you got to be with somebody that realize like.
I mean, you just got to show them. You got to show them.
You got
Right.
some also that just got a lot of people in their fucking ear.
Yeah.
You know
And some of them just ain't strong enough to handle that.
Exactly.
What I do on this show is what the fuck I do on this show, but I treat my woman damn good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and it's
whatever
hard.
I give y'all might be the person that I had in the past relationship.
And see, you and y'all in business now, like
Yeah.
you gonna have all like I work in film and music, you know, like I see they all I see I see them all. You got to be real secure. You know what I mean? And
But it gotta be hard in the business of doing what you're doing to even be in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Temptation
like,
is a
I
motherfucker,
see
yeah.
now. but
for
I'm saying,
me
I
or
see
the other
now,
person.
Even for you, like traveling. You know what I'm saying? In this business, I see a lot of Hollywood relationships is short-lived because there's really no time with each other. You here, you there.
I mean, honestly, man, it just depends on the type. It go back to being, you know,
Yeah.
depends on who you with. You looking like
you right.
you looking like a nigga like Method Man. This nigga been married 20-some odd years. You ain't even know this nigga was.
You
You ain't never seen her.
Business,
If you ain't clicked and searched for it, you know what I mean. You got niggas like LL John. You know, like you got niggas that's like outside that's really been married for a long time.
Real street niggas.
Yeah, but you know, but
It's not a maneuver.
and you know, and they with somebody to understand who they are.
Right.
You know, when you've been with somebody, you know, especially more from the beginning, you know what I mean? You got niggas like Snoop Dogg, you know what I mean? Even though Snoop Dogg, you know, got caught up, but they've been together like 20, 30 years, you know what I mean? Like, you just got to know who you with, you know what I mean? And once you learn who you with, you either deal with it or you don't.
That's a fact.
You know, so yeah, entertainment tough though. I'd have been in some situations I was like, nah, I'm cool.
So let me ask you this: with everything that's going on in Hollywood,
Yeah.
like the P Diddy situation, you know, all these allegations are starting to come out about this person, that person. Like, did it ever change your point of view on the business or Hollywood?
Nah, cause I done met a lot of niggas in real life, and a lot of this shit be fake rage. You know what I mean? Like, after I think what Diddy did was atrocious. I think what Diddy does sometimes is, you know, not good. But the thing about Diddy is everybody always had their doubts about Diddy, and two, like it's the fake surprise shit that be killing me. You know what I mean? Like,
because everybody
niggas been saying Diddy was
Hollywood been do that.
Yeah, like niggas been picking on Diddy saying he was closet gay and this, that, and the third, and you know, telling all these, you know, Big Red type stories on him doing so. Like the fake surprise, you know what I mean? Like
it's a fake surprise though, because they don't want to be attached to it like they knew about it.
Right, niggas talking like, oh man, you was at P Diddy party. Shut the fuck up. In 1998, if motherfucking Sean Puffy Combs invited your ass to a motherfucking party in the 90s and 2000s, you'd be a goof to say no. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like acting like being at them parties in real time was a bad thing, like, you know.
Just stay out that back room.
Yeah, like you know, like you know, like I don't.
Niggas wanted to go in that bedroom, didn't they?
Yeah, like I don't sign up for fake outrage. I don't sign up for the fake outrage.
Sneaking shit to y'all motherfuckers and y'all.
I mean, I think what he did was, I think everything he did was super fucked up.
Yeah.
And that casting video was one of the worst things I've ever
But
seen.
shit, at the same time, Jeezy and all these motherfuckers goddamn ain't too far from it.
But the thing about it is, once you see it, you know, it hit different when you see it.
Yeah.
Like, bro was really stomping her out. It wasn't like he just smacked her or punched her. Like, bro, he drugged her and stepped on her. Like,
Right.
that's a different level of, you know, from you gotta think, man, like it's tough for us, like all these niggas like Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, like, we grew up on these niggas. These niggas was like superheroes in a sense.
Right.
Like if you grew up with these niggas in real time, like to see, like, I think it frustrates people because it make you question yourself. Like now you feel like you've been following a lie. You gotta think Bill Cosby was arguably the best TV dad in the history of fucking television. You know what I'm saying?
No, see, y'all old, man. It was about Uncle Phil.
But you gotta think, Bill walks over that. You know, Bill walks and Uncle Phil could fly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
funny thing about Uncle Phil, you remember I was telling you my first film said I was 13?
Right.
Uncle Phil was the first celebrity I ever met. He was
Yeah, I
on
remember you
that
said
show.
that.
Yep. That's what I did tell you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Uncle Phil was the first celebrity.
Okay.
And I met Uncle Phil in real, like, Fresh Prince was still
Yeah.
on. So, like, to meet Uncle Phil when that shit was still on was,
That's
you know,
right.
that's like meeting ghosts
That's
now.
fine.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
yeah, so that was, but like you think about it, like growing up with it, like the same. I mean, but it would be the same thing if you found out Uncle Phil, God bless
Yeah.
him, was like front. You're like, damn, all these fatherly lessons and all this family shit I done learned off this nigga, and he ain't even. So you know, I try to tell myself like I can't let Bill take away what Cliff taught me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And that go back to the person you are on camera versus the person you not. Like, I can't, you know, I got to be able to, cause watching the Cosby Show, I learned a lot about black families. You know,
Right,
like
right.
a lot of niggas don't come from 2-parent households and shit like that. It's like to be able to see that every Thursday on TV. You know what I mean? And it's wholesome. Ain't nobody selling dope. Ain't no kid turned out.
Right.
You know, the parent ain't a cop. It's got it was dope to see that. You know, like you don't get a chance to see that at the crib. You get to see it every week on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least you get a little life lesson and a little jewel.
Some
And,
positivity.
right. So, you know, you factor in, you've been watching this nigga for 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the cleanest nigga on the planet. This nigga done drugged everything from here to California.
Predator.
Yeah. Nigga was on Larry King talking about it. You know, and it's wild because, like, it was just a different era.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
so it's shit, you
Well,
know.
one thing I don't agree with though, yo, is I don't agree with you being able to come back 20, 30 years later and saying something about it now.
Yeah, it's yeah. I'm
Because the majority of the time they was with it.
Exactly.
Somebody was
They probably got
behind,
paid to do it and everything, like,
You know?
and they accepted the money.
Same thing
Right.
how they wrote my man R. Kelly off. I don't care what y'all say. Free R. Kelly.
yeah. It's almost like when you watch some of these joints, you can tell who really got.
Yeah.
You can kind of like tell who really like. Okay, yeah, he did you dirty, and there's like, cause you see sometimes when the celebrities come out, they don't say nothing about the ones, like you know if they really like sexually assaulted somebody, it'd be like that one random bitch that come out and they be like, nah. Then they start talking like I ain't got nothing to do with her. Da. But I feel you on that though. But
Yeah.
you know it's tough because you think like, you know, you got some of these people be trying to be in the business and like you said, the entertainment business, man. Like being blacklisted is a real thing.
Yeah.
You know, so you fuck around and you see some shit that you wasn't supposed to see. You know what I mean? Now, everything you done worked hard to be,
It's gone.
right, you got these gatekeepers that'll make sure you say something it's over for you. You know what I'm saying? So like you know, it's tough.
Right.
But not even like entertainment wise, like I feel like
Oh, you mean like in real time, like
if you gonna lock R. Kelly up, lock the parents up too.
right.
The parents that allowed the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
well, the parents definitely got to be
Right.
held accountable.
Cause they got a check for it.
Yeah, they damn sure did.
And that money got cut off, and then that's when they want to go
Exactly.
doing whatever they doing, saying whatever they saying. But you know, that also shows the justice system though. But at the same time, I feel like most of the time it's a higher power behind all of it. I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like
there's
if somebody P Diddy pissed off, and that just set the clock. Why Cassie wait till now to come back?
Well, no,
Somebody had to say something.
I think it was. I low key think it was a half and half thing. I think Diddy was so big that he was a mountain that couldn't be moved. And Cassie, because Cassie gave him an out. I don't know if y'all knew that. Cassie
Yeah.
told him. Cassie threw a dollar amount at him
Yeah.
before this shit went public,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Yo, I need this amount, or else it's
Yeah.
going down."
Yeah.
You know, Diddy realize, you know, Diddy thought that he was bigger than the system. And
Yeah.
the system, the house always wins. I don't care what game you playing, the house always wins. And I think he just, you know, when you've been big so long, like, brother,
You feel like you can't be touched.
yeah, he been big 30 years, you know, like, so, and I think once she blew the lid off of it, it chinked enough armor to where the powers that be was like, okay, we got his ass now. Like, you know, Cassie threw the alley-oop, and like, then the powers that be just came in and,
Imagine Cassie putting that out there and you the one holding that video.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
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 You gonna get that check for
You
that
already
video.
know it. You got 2 kids or more, 'cause you like, oh yeah.
That part.
No ties to Diddy. Yeah, Diddy, you out of here, dog. You know, niggas really think like that. I mean, they probably held on to that tape as an investment the whole,
Exactly.
you know, new man. I mean, cause shit, you see a beating like that, you know, it's just a matter of time before a nigga like, hey, bro, you on camera? Like, this nigga was walking.
They stretched that shit so long to even show you the video.
Bro, this nigga was walking down the
Yeah, they
hallway
started
in the
talking about
road.
his relationship with Kim Porter, all of that before they even dropped this. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out, was there an agreement or something that this shit wasn't supposed to be dropped yet?
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because remember, this shit got settled in the beginning.
Right.
So he must didn't want that motherfucker out there.
Yo, absolutely. Absolutely.
So it had to get to a motherfucker that was like, hey,
man,
drop this goddamn video.
you know how hot you got to be
Somebody done
walking
pissed
down the
him off.
hallway in a robe in a public hotel. You know how like off your rocker you got to be. Like,
Or either he was supposed to pay a certain amount of money again, and probably was.
I mean, maybe he rented the floor out or something like that, but bro was really walking down there like he just got showered.
Yeah.
Like he was home.
Yeah.
Like
Like he jumped in that motherfucker like, bitch, where you think you going?
right, like,
That's exactly what he said.
like bro probably still had shower water on him when that shit
Exactly.
He was
happened.
about to make her do some nasty shit, and that bitch was trying to leave.
But you remember that? Who was
Just
it?
imagine what he was trying to make her do.
But who was the dude that came out and said that that he had her doing it already? It was on Vlad TV.
And somebody.
Was it like a bodyguard or something?
I think it was
I think
either
it
the
was
bodyguard
Yeah.
or I know Young Jockey said something about her when he was there when the haircut happened. But like they always made it seem like Cassie was a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean I don't know, man. You know, people with power, man. If you ever been around niggas with power, man, that shit is different. Like,
They got that money does something to them. Turn them demons.
man, you been on, man. You gotta think them niggas been on top for decades. Like when you been up so long, you know, like I mean, man, just think about it on a smaller scale.
Yeah.
When you in the streets and you getting bread,
Exactly.
and like you really getting you getting bread on your level, and you don't think like when it's up, nobody ever thinks about down. You know, when you
And
got
that's everybody fuck up though.
yeah, absolutely.
That's everybody fuck up because I don't trust that shit.
Yeah.
I'm here to know about every goddamn thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like you can never let your guard down out here because I done seen it all. You know, you sleeping with a motherfucker and thinking that's supposed to be your comfort.
Yeah.
All the time, you know what I'm saying?
Running you up.
Yeah, man.
Crazy,
I fully agree, man.
All right, let's get back toxic.
Yeah.
That part.
Go ahead with your question, Black.
Right. Well, how many kids is too many kids when considering talking to someone? Like if a woman come up with 6 kids.
Hey, I'm the
which
wrong
one-
nigga to ask. I got 4.
Oh.
I got 4,
So
so
if she got 6, it's okay.
see, it's,
To add to your boy, that's more finance.
yeah, like nah, if she got 6, and I mean, don't get me. I mean, the situation got to make sense. I know that's a real like, you know, if she's 6 and she in good standings, you know what I mean? Because I know a couple with 4 or 5 right now, and they handle their business.
Yeah.
They ain't looking for no handout. They handle their own shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? They just need somebody to complement what they got going
Right.
on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's harder for niggas with multiple kids to get, you know, the chicks.
Hell yeah.
The chick with 5 or 6 kids, she look good, she still gonna get hers.
Right.
So, you know, so I mean, yeah, I mean, I could deal with it as long as she on her shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And long as the kids aren't young. Like if you got some fresh outs, you know, if you got some kids that ain't even in grade school yet, that you know, I'm a little further along. You know what I mean? I got some grades popping up. I'm a little too far along in my life to like I slipped up and got a 2-year-old. You know what I mean? And it's late for me to have that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta think I'm the oldest person in this room right now.
How you know that?
I
How
know.
old are you?
I'm older than Dale. Happy birthday, Dale.
Yeah, you the only person in this room, you older than him.
Yeah.
He older
Yeah,
than
you
him.
might be. But shit, we ain't far behind you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 39. I'll be 40 this year.
You old too.
So, you know, I think he about the young.
Nah, she's easily the youngest.
Yeah, she's the youngest.
She look older though.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Toxic. Yeah, man. But yeah, that's you know, like I guess I look at the flip side of that, like
Yeah.
shit, this, you know, I got 4 kids, 3 baby moms. You know what I'm saying? So that shit sound like on paper that shit sound crazy as hell. But you know, like me and two of them, like we great. Like them two speak to each other. Like I ain't,
Yeah.
you know, when it ain't no bullshit. Like my kids, they safe, they harbored. Everybody taken care of.
Right.
Everybody watch each other back. You know what I mean? Like I'm on the phone with one, the other one be like, "Hey girl, how you doing? How you feeling? Such and such." You know, like so my shit is, you know, I ain't on child support. You know what I mean? Like, you know, so I'm fortunate.
Yeah.
I'm real
Of course,
fortunate.
yeah.
So, but yeah, man. How many you got?
What?
You got it?
Yeah, I got one. He grown.
Oh, okay.
I got two stepkids though, you know, that I raised.
Gotcha.
10 years in the game, so they mine too.
I got a lot of
But
stepkids out here though.
Yeah.
They mad respectful, you know, they into sports and stuff like that. Like I don't think it's gonna be too many
So I got 3 biological.
problems.
And so my 4, I got 15, 13, 7, and 2. My 13, I just been raising him since he was 2.
Yeah, all yours younger than mine.
Yeah,
Mine
so-
22.
oh,
Mine,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then
I
I
got a
got
ways to
stepkids,
go.
you know, 14 and about to be 11.
Yeah,
Hey.
my 13-year-old, I raised him like mine. I'm pretty much all he do. So he call me dad still.
Yeah.
So
That's what's up.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
So you got a 2-piece. How old yours?
But matter of fact, Drew just turned 15 today.
Hey, you got a 15-year-old?
He ain't mine, but
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Still,
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
You kicking out?
yeah. And then my son is what, 8?
Yeah.
He'll be 9 in August.
Yeah, man. Kids, boy.
They growing fast as hell, yo.
Yeah, man. I can't even believe my little one 2 already. She the only reason I came back. I was back up in New York. And I got the call. I came back. Handle my business.
Yeah. You said you're single, right?
Yeah. Oh.
All right.
Hey, look. You see,
Let's
I
make sure.
already see where this was going.
Who gave you the best pussy you ever had?
Oh. You shoot. This nigga shooting from the hip.
If you feel like you can't answer it, you gotta take a shot. Oh,
He don't drink.
Nah, he don't drink, so he ain't gonna do it to you. He ain't gonna do it.
I mean, this gonna sound toxic as fuck. It was a one-off for a bitch I ain't know in Atlanta. It was long time ago. What, like just I was an All-Star weekend when that shit was in Atlanta. I was young. Bad, and it was just boredom.
I wish you could go back.
What, bro? Bad, one of the baddest looking things. And honestly, like we was like it was Sunday and we was all about to check out and shit.
Yeah.
And it was just like, you know, it was almost like everybody that was around, like even my cousin Bob, rest in peace, my cousin Bob. Like this crazy how this shit played out. So like I was up there. This back when I was really into music. Like my financial backer was with us, and we was touring, and just that. The third, I had just did a song with Joe Button, like, and it's like pre-pump it up. So like when our mixtape came, Pump It Up came out like 5 or 6 months later. So it was like, this is like a big time. So we were down there. We had been in the, you know, so it was like our little squad, and like I'm about to, you know, I'm going up and down the hallway. I see my cousin Bobby, little Bobby from Creekwood. I don't know if you remember little Bobby from Creekwood. Diesel Bomb used to shout him out on his music. He used to say word on Bob all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bobby was my cousin. And I looked down the hallway, I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, you mean tell me we've been on the same fucking floor in this hotel the whole, that's how you know niggas is outside. Like, niggas, you know, like, just check in and shower and head out. So, like, we all had, you know, just a bunch of homegirls that was on the floor, and shit just randomly happened on some boredom shit, like, you know, so, but yeah, easily that. What about you? Somebody ask me a question. Well, shit, toxic. What about you, man?
I'm gonna take a shot. You good at that?
What about, and look, while we asking questions,
My old lady. I'll say that.
politically correct.
My old lady.
Look.
That's why I've been there so long.
That's okay. I can live
That's
with
why I've
that.
been there so long.
I can live with that.
Only the strong survive.
Yeah, but now,
Yeah.
shout out to her wherever she at. She probably got 6 kids. Let me not put that on nobody, man. Let me not put that on nobody. But I mean, you know, it's top 5s out there. It's top fives out there. Shout out to them.
I should have said locally.
Oh, then I would have. Yeah, I'd have been drunk in this bitch. I'd have been drunk in this bitch. Yeah, locally, man.
That's why I couldn't.
But you know what? Though? Yeah, that's why I asked you. I purposely asked you that. Yeah, now yeah. Let's just say I had a wild 20s and a wild 30s. Let's just say like, yeah. Look. Remember that? Go back to that entertainment thing. Yeah. I had my time. I guess that's why I'm so. When you done.
When you did everything early, like once you get older, it ain't fun no more, yo.
Yeah, man. Like I'm so reserved. Like I was still flirting this, that, and the third, but like, yeah. What they say? I was on demon time. I was on demon time before that was a phrase.
Like then I was like, I'm 34. I don't even enjoy the club like that no more, yo.
But let me tell you something.
Like I don't like.
These ain't even the fun times, man.
Bro,
it ain't like it was. Like
this ain't the fun
by
times.
like from 04 to like what 2010. That was my time right there, yo.
People were still clubbing, like it was still like dancing and
like the Rocks and Rhinos days and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was locked up during the rock days. I came before the Fusion days, the Gentleman's Club.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I'm in those days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember the Gentleman's.
Shit.
Yeah, man.
Zanzibar, I'm in those days.
Yeah, man.
We used to be able to be outside, man.
Yeah. Now I work in bars, man, and I be ready to go home. Should tell you, but 2 o'clock the lights come on, everybody gotta go. I ain't. Look, Lord, she will definitely. Like, I don't. From up to 159, I'm the nicest person on the planet. When that light come on, get the fuck out. I'm trying to go home. But this is my last shit, man. I'm retiring.
That's what's
I've
up.
been bouncing 20 years. I always did bouncing kind of on the side. Like everybody, like I promote parties and book shows and shit. But like, I'm always getting called to bounce. So like, I always just kind of do that shit on the side to make cash. But
yo, I tried that shit one time, yo. It was at it was like a little saloon or something downtown.
City Limits.
It wasn't City Limits. It was called something else. Like they used to have like the bull and stuff in there.
That's City Limits. It was on the corner, real big.
Yeah.
Yeah, City Limits.
It was called something else that went out. I don't remember what it was called, yo.
Well, that's the same. When you say had the bull, I knew exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, you say you ain't like it. Yeah, man, that shit. I mean, they go back to kind of what we were saying earlier. Like, if you work in the bar business and you're not I think I don't really fucking under the girls. I don't drink like that, so like half off liquor don't do shit for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, all the perks and like hanging out and being downtown, like,
yeah,
I ain't really on that no more. So,
cause it ain't even nothing like I really wanted to do. Like, a dude that I was in truck driving school with, he was like he needed some help one night. How the fuck could I do it type shit?
Right.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, that shit is definitely an acquired taste.
Yeah.
That shit is definitely an acquired taste. But this is it. By football season, I'm done. And by the fall, I'll be so. There's so much film stuff coming up. I'm not really gonna have time to do anything else on the side. So I mean, that's a good problem to have. But it's the perfect time to hang my hat up. You know what I mean? 20 years of bouncing, a long time. Especially when you ain't got to.
Yeah.
So, it just got to a point, man. You just do shit out of repetition. What you got for me? You looking at them cards? What you got? I thought you about to ask me a crazy club question.
Well, what should be equally done in a relationship? Like, what should both sexes bring to the table?
What should both sexes bring to the table? An open mind and a clear level of communication. I feel like, everything starts with communicating. You know what I mean? Everything else can be built from being open minded and being able to communicate. Whether it's finances, whether it's sexual shit, whether it's even down to like hygiene and how you keep house.
The problem today though, yo, females don't want to holler that communication shit until y'all arguing.
Yeah, people always want to holler that communication shit until it's time to communicate.
Exactly.
Now I get that.
Like I communicate all day. If we on good terms, we chilling and all that stuff. Well, if we arguing, I don't want to fucking talk.
Right. Yeah.
5 minutes after you arguing, now they want to communicate.
Right. And that go back to, you know, like love languages and shit like that. Like you gotta know your partner. You got to be able to, like, you know, you be with people sometimes and they just don't read the room. You know, you got to be with a motherfucker that know, like, okay, he kind of really ain't felt. I know he likes his space after we argue, so let him cool down. Or he just got off work. I'm not just gonna jump into him with a bunch of hey da 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 da. You know, like you know what I mean. So communication is super important. You know what I mean? That's really like the foundation of everything. So you got to,
it really is.
You got to be with somebody that really know how to, you know, that understand you and can communicate to you to be able to understand them. You know what I'm saying? Because if that ain't it, it's just gonna be fucked up the whole fucking time. There's gonna be a bunch of fucking arguments and a bunch of like, you know, and a lot of times y'all saying the same shit different ways. So y'all arguing for nothing. You know.
Just temper side.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You gotta talk with cool. You gotta let cooler heads prevail.
Should couples have access to each other's phones?
Hell no. Nah, I say that being.
I mean, if you ain't got it to hide, why not?
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
I mean, but
I figured that's my damn phone. Like,
yeah, like you know,
you ain't going to my phone.
the reason I say no, like
Even if it's not nothing to hide in a relationship.
Well, no, but see,
like some things are still private.
right, and that's what I don't get me wrong. I've been with girls and like I'll let them like, yo, hey, get in my phone real quick, check out such and such and such. But like, as in just grabbing my phone and snooping through it, you know, cause I don't mind. Like like girls I date, they know I'll be like, hey man, hey, could you text such and such? You know, this, that, and the third. That's cool, but like, I don't go looking for something because you always gonna find what you're looking for.
Exactly.
And then if your mind is already set up to think somebody cheating,
it's gonna be the littlest thing.
it's gonna be the littlest thing, and you're gonna turn it into something else. So like, I'm really not for like. I'm for being allowed to go on somebody's phone if they allow you, but I'm not for snooping in nobody's phone.
Exactly.
Right.
Because
a phone is like a journal, yo.
it is, and you know, it's conversations that, you know, there's conversations that you have with other people that aren't necessarily, you know, even down to friends, like, and if it's, you know, it could be interpreted wrong. Like if me and
like
you,
the way you talk to your homies, like your girl might not understand it.
right? Or the way you and your homie might say something about your other homie. It don't be like, you're like, man, Dale tripping, bro, man. That's my nigga, man. He got to tighten up, such and such and such. You know what I mean? Like I told the nigga not to fuck with that girl, blah blah blah. You know, and you saying that shit out of love, but he see that shit in your phone, like, what the fuck you mean? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just making an example of some homeboy shit, but like, imagine that on a relationship scale with a broad. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like it. You know, it could just be whatever, you know, and that shit just get misinterpreted, and it's just better to stay out of the phones, man. It's better just to just stay out of the phones, man, and you know, more than, you know, they say love the one, trust the one you with.
What about sharing locations these days, yo?
I'm cool with that. I'm alright with sharing
I ain't
locations.
sharing locations, none of that shit. I might share
Wait,
a
you
couple
talking about like if she asks like where I'm at or like?
No, I'm talking like, you know, like with your phone out there, like she always know your location.
Oh no, I'm cool on that. No, nah, cause I'm a nigga like me moves so crazy. You know, like now how I move is I'm real secretive and private. Secretive wrong. I'm private on how I move because I do so much shit and my hands are in so many things. You know what I mean? Like so that, you know that's yeah. Now I'm not with the sharing location shit. I thought you meant like if you know like just randomly and I'm cool.
Like a lot of couples now, like they share locations 24/7.
Yeah, I ain't with that. You got to really, you know, you really for a situation like that, you got to be like in some real Huxtable married.
Exactly.
Both of y'all work 9 to 5. Y'all don't go out. Y'all don't do anything out the ordinary. That's the only way that's some shit like that. You know you going to work to the gym to pick up the kids, this, that, and the third. But on the flip side of that,
I feel like, I mean, if you're in a relationship, you should trust that person. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean.
You shouldn't need all that shit.
Yeah, like these phones, man. social media and these phones ruin relationships.
That sure do.
You know what I mean? Like there is a such thing as too much information.
Social media phones and
fully believe that.
Bitter ass friends. Yo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, friends. Yeah. Well, you said that in your heart, like you had,
right.
like you had
Bitter
some
ass
your,
friends, yo.
you had some friends. He had some friends in his head when he said that shit. Bitter ass friends. Like he had a moment. He went to a place.
Damn right. That dumb ass bitch.
Hey, look, and we all got somebody we done dated, man. You know, it's some of their friends. You be like, yeah. Hey, look, you had me look. I just had a moment. I know a couple of them bitches. Nah. Oh man. Hell yeah. But now it's like that though, man. You gotta, you know, she got, you know, he or she, you know, like, you know, with the girls, you know what I mean? You got your man or something. You know, got to be smarter than that. I don't even know what that means. He hitting you up.
Shit, I don't motherfucking mean either.
All the time. He give Grammy look, the Oscar speech, the music about to start playing.
Can a woman really raise a boy to be a man?
Can a woman raise a boy to be a man?
Yeah. Like all these single parent homes out here. Do you feel like? Damn, what the fuck am I about to say?
It's such a gray area in that because I come from, you know, like. I do believe to be a man, you got to see a man.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? I fully believe to be a man, you got to see a man.
Yeah.
It may not be a man in the house, but it's got to be some men around.
Some role model somewhere.
Right. It's got to be some type of man around. And that's not a knock on the mom. Like, you know, I come from a single mom, you know what I mean? And then I went on to be raised by my grandma. But I had uncles on deck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I stayed across the street from the fire station, so I had firemen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my uncle taught me how to like do drywall, you know what I mean, change brakes, you know, change tires, change oil, you know, like, you know, things like that. But I mean,
most men these can't do that shit, yo.
Yeah. You know, and it's you know, I do believe, you know, it's tough. It really depends on the mom too.
Yeah.
Because every mom, just because you say you're raising a boy to be a man, like now you're raising a boy to be an adult. That don't necessarily mean you're raising him to be a man.
Exactly.
Because there's some childish women out here. You know, and you know, I do think it takes a man and a woman to successfully raise a, you know, like this whole.
I hate when I see a little boy, yo, and he start to act like his fucking mama.
Yeah. Now boys need like. I don't give a fuck what. And look, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Every boy need a daddy.
He need that role model.
Like, it might not be their daddy because some of these niggas ain't shit, but every boy need a daddy of some type of, you know, like your father may not be worth a damn, but your daddy, you need a dad. You know what I mean? You need a father figure. You need him. You know, like it just, you know, that structure is for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, just the simple shit. And don't get me wrong. I mean, there's plenty of men that grew up in South, you know, single parent homes and single moms, and they. But you know, like, let's compare the numbers.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Compare the numbers. I think every boy needs dad. Like I grew up without my dad, and like, you know, like he was around, but he wasn't around. You know what I mean? Like you know, he passed away. We were good on the second half, but like my dad was a world class athlete. You feel me? And like I played ball, but I wasn't as good as my size should have made me. You know, that's like. If my pops would have been on deck, you know, like, nah, we up in the morning. We this, we that. Yeah. We boom, boom, because I played this, I played that. Boom, boom, boom. Like, I know in my heart I would have been, I would have went somewhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, my son now, like, he wants to play sports, so I'm cultivating that. He's already to the point, he don't want to play football if he's not staying with me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
But what about them parents that's like, you got some dads who, like, they play football, so that's all they son gonna play is football.
Nah, I'm not with that.
Yeah.
I'm not with that.
I feel like you should introduce him to every sport.
Yeah, my son played baseball. Like, I never played baseball a day in my life. My son nice. He nice in baseball. If you want to play baseball.
Some parents, like, they child gonna play this sport, whether the child want to or not. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a fan of that.
Me either.
Because, you know, like, my brother Terrence, I don't know if you know Terrence, running back club, Beast Behavior.
I seen him before.
Yeah, he trained athletes from kids to pro.
Yeah.
and like he see it all the time. You could tell like these parents is paying these money
But
for him
the
to train these
kid
kids.
don't really want to be in it. Like,
Yeah, like they had one. I remember he had one kid, and I knew the dad. The dad played high school ball, and kept pushing him to be quarterback and play quarterback. And he was trash. You know what I mean? And then when he got out of high school, like he didn't want to play no more. And it's like y'all done wasted all this money. You could have put that money into something he liked. You know what I mean?
and then a lot of times the kids won't say nothing because they don't want to disappoint their dad. Like,
Yeah, they don't want to. You know what I mean? They doing it, to be. I think that's just as bad. That's just as toxic.
yeah.
Like for real, you can't. You gotta play to your kids straight. You doing them a disservice if you don't. You got any kids that play sports? Or you
My 8-year-old, he be in just about everything, yo.
like if anything, you put them in everything like just to let them see what they good at.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And like, and it might not even be a situation where they play basketball. Like, oh, I want to play basketball.
I ain't gonna lie though, I was kind of hurt one time when my son was like, it was like either he could play soccer or basketball. He chose soccer.
Chose soccer.
I was like, what?
Yeah. I know that kind of hit you in the.
Yeah.
But shit, hey, look on the other side.
Soccer's get
Them niggas get paid
exactly.
way. True. Bugattis everywhere.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But and honestly, man, them soccer networks are stronger.
Mm-hmm.
You mess around and get into a school for soccer, the networks.
Yeah.
Networks, man. That's what it's all about. So yeah, but now I'm not with that, man. I'm not. I do think a man needs to be, if you could, if you're fortunate enough to have it, if you're fortunate enough to be in a situation where the dad can be around, you know what I mean? As long as he not like, as long as he ain't no like super drug addict or,
Exactly.
he ain't a threat to the child. You know what I mean?
Should be
Yeah, and he wants to be there. Let me clarify that.
Right.
And he wants to be there.
That one.
Yeah, cause some niggas ain't shit.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And it's like we all know niggas is out here getting bread. They dress from head to toe.
Right.
You know what I mean? And don't do nothing for the kids. I'm not a fan of that, especially if you got it. I ain't talking about the dad that's working check to check. You know what I mean? Thrifting and this, that, and the third. He's doing what he can, and that's different from a nigga that's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got the J's every time they drop. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even pick your son up to go, ride the boat, get some ice cream or some bullshit like that. Like, that's corny to me. That's corny to me. But if you're a woman that's got a man that actually want to be a dad in his kid's life, you are doing that child a disservice. You know what I mean? Like, I see that shit all the time. Like, you're doing the kid a disservice. It ain't even about the dad. Like, you can't. I mean, you got some women out here. They hate you more than they love their own kid.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? They hate you more than they love their own child.
Bitter.
Yeah, because it's like you're not even thinking of
They
them.
can't let that hurt go.
Yeah, and they don't understand the trauma that they putting on the kid. The kid ain't gonna tell you the trauma of him not growing up with his dad. I mean, he living life and going with his mom, but don't think that kid don't miss his dad or want a dad to be in his life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you still in memories. You still in memories. So like, these women be just as toxic as the men, if not more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Women worse than men in anything, yo.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna say that.
Hey, look,
Any and everything, yo.
and look. As soon as you said it, I took a deep breath. I was like, and look, I want to be Q and Bishop. Put my hood on. Yeah, man. Nah, man. I mean, no, you got.
Women more toxic. Women cheat more.
No, I ain't
I
gonna say
say women cheat better.
Yeah,
I won't say they cheat more. I'll see they cheat better.
that's a fact.
Women, boy, like, especially if you done been with a girl that's cheating on her man, you be like, God damn, this nigga really don't know, do he? Like, that's scary.
When you that side
But
nigga,
they
yo,
paying so
you
much
see everything.
when you, huh?
Because they're paying so much attention on cheating, they sell them.
But that's what I'm saying. When you watch how,
They're not watching the women.
but that's what, yeah, exactly. Yeah, nah, that ain't necessarily true.
Yeah, it's true.
No, you got some, you got.
I know some niggas that
They just be
they
so
don't cheat. They never cheated on, but they get cheated on.
and they think they so secure in their spot. They just in their own world. Yeah, I don't see some good niggas get cheated on. It's just I teach some great niggas get cheated on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it be like that, you know.
Yeah, well, we gonna cheat on them out of here.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's about that time.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for watching Toxic Conversation. I had a great time tonight.
I get some shout outs.
Uncle Major.
Hell yeah.
We get some shout outs.
Definitely. Tell them about your like Instagram.
Yeah. Follow me at on Instagram, Big Uncle Major. On Facebook, follow me at Major Williams. Follow Real Slim TV. That's Real Slim, support local independent music. Got hats for sale, make rappers rap again. Check out the movie Father Knows Best coming out soon. Product of my environment. It's up forever. Those are my 3 projects. Shout out to my boy Hustle. Shout out to Marquand Ragland, BR Films. Shout out to Terrence, Beast Behavior, the Running Back Club. You know, shout out to Port City and shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Definitely,
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching Toxic Conversation.
Thank y'all, yo. We'll be back.